Lay Your Course, an excerpt from A Guide for Aging Heroes by Randolph Harrison and Erica Schwarting Harrison. Efforts and courage are not enough without purpose and direction. John F. Kennedy. To lay your course, you must create your philosophy of life. Aim high and consider your loftiest ideals. Your philosophy will serve as a compass to guide you through the gales of life. Every personal philosophy answers three basic questions. 1. What is life all about? 2. How do we screw it up? And 3. How can we fix it? Modern culture provides a cookie-cutter philosophy that most of us adopt without awareness. According to society, the answers to the three basic questions are as follows. 1. Life is about finding happiness through commerce. 2. We screw it up by not working, earning, or spending enough. And 3. We can fix it by working harder, earning more, and spending more. Accepting society's answers to these questions can be catastrophic. Following standards set by someone outside of yourself is the easy route. It is also a choice that will forever make you a pawn in someone else's game. Living other people's ideals is the top regret of people on their deathbeds. Despite the risks, most people accept society's ideology because either they don't realize that there are alternatives, or they assume it is accurate because it is so familiar. According to our culture, the reasons we are here are to earn and to consume. These purposes are deeply rooted in us. Erica and I know this is an unhealthy way to define ourselves, but having the intellectual understanding that our lives are about more than making and spending money did little to change the feeling that buying things would ultimately bring us fulfillment. After the terrorist attacks of 9/11-2001, the President of the United States advised Americans to conduct business and go shopping. He didn't mention strengthening social bonds, creating positive goals, or doing good in the world, all proven to increase people's sense of well-being. I don't think there was any ill intent in the president's instructions after the tragedy. He was just reiterating the message that rains down on all of us every day. Buying things will make you happy. Avarice, the ever-present need for more, is the driving principle behind our culture's philosophy. To put it bluntly, the meaning of life that has been drilled into us is based on greed and selfishness. The meaning and purpose we are programmed to accept leave us in a constant state of covetous hunger. The character Gollum from The Lord of the Rings, who spent his time yearning and plotting to acquire the precious ring, exemplifies the inner world of everyone who blindly accepts society's philosophy. Defining ourselves as earners and consumers is crude and base. We are so much more. We are adventurers on an odyssey to explore the miracle of being alive. The philosophy society provides is narrow, hollow, and undesirable. It keeps us caged and running on a treadmill. We can do better. Enjoy the following ideas, but do not accept them. Developed thinkers think for themselves, come up with answers that resonate with you. These examples show how a few different thinkers answered the three questions. Dame Jean Iris Murdoch saw life as an opportunity to move from ignorance to knowledge, from illusion to reality. Human beings' views are impaired by quick judgments based on incomplete information. She uses the example of a mother-in-law whose personal bias automatically causes her to judge the daughter-in-law negatively. By taking the opportunity to get to know the daughter-in-law, and by deliberately reinterpreting the daughter-in-law's behavior through a lens of positivity, the mother-in-law moves from the darkness of ignorance to the light of knowledge. Murdoch answers the 3 questions as follows. 1. Life is about moving from illusion to reality. 2. We screw up by accepting our snap judgments without examining our motives and without clearly understanding the person or situation we are judging. And 3, we fix it through self-examination, taking time to gather information and being flexible in our attitudes. Carl Rogers considered that at our core, human beings are good and we naturally want to improve ourselves. He said that people are like acorns. In an environment with plenty of sunshine, water, and good soil, a healthy acorn cannot help but become an oak tree. Likewise, in an atmosphere of genuineness or authenticity, empathy, and respect, a healthy human cannot help but become self-actualized. A self-actualized person has become her best possible self by developing her talents and gifts. Rogers answers the 3 questions like this. 1. Life is about self-actualization, about being all we can be. 2. We screw it up by exposing ourselves to psychologically toxic environments marked by phoniness, selfishness, and disrespect. 3. We fix it by enriching our environments with authenticity, caring, and deference. Erica and I think that life is exactly what it's supposed to be. We cannot change life, but we can change ourselves. We believe people are tasked with creating purpose and meaning through personal development, service, and gratitude. Because we only get so many trips around the sun, it makes sense to us to spend some time developing the self fully. The self is the instrument through which we experience life. Every aspect of the self requires development. This means spending time working on mental, spiritual, social, and physical growth. Being of use is fundamental to a deep sense of purpose. Making the world a better place is good for you and everyone in your life. Cultivating gratefulness can help you enjoy a richer existence, stronger relationships, a greater sense of purpose, and improved emotional health. Marcus Aurelius said, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love." Gratitude seems an appropriate response to the incredible gift of being alive. Our answers to the 3 questions are: 1. Life is exactly what it is supposed to be. Life is always perfectly what it is. 2. We screw it up by thinking life should be other than it is. For example, my life should be happy, or exciting, or wealthy, or painless, or trouble-free, or wonderful. 3. We fix it by viewing life through a lens of profound appreciation and acceptance, by developing ourselves and by helping others. Every event, positive or negative, is an opportunity to learn, grow, and feel. Gratitude is the polar opposite of selfishness and replaces avarice with satisfaction and generosity. How do you answer the 3 questions?